Hi, I'm Sally Boone, and today I'm going to be telling you all a little bit about some of America's most haunted places. Imagine you're in a dark, dusty room with rays of sunlight beaming through this seemingly ancient building. The floorboards creak under your weight. Looking around, you see a glimpse into the past and all of the horrors that occurred here. You feel a chill go down your back as you hear the ear-splitting scream of a child coming from upstairs. But you know that only your tour group is there. You could be at one of the most haunted places in America. The Moundsville Penitentiary, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, and the Villisca Axe Murder House are home to bone-chilling atrocities that left them riddled with spirits. These places are popularly toured, so if you find yourself in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, or Iowa, you might want to give these places a visit. After spending long nights researching some of the most haunted places in America, these are some of the stories I found. After listening to these stories of men who faced the death penalty, mistreated patients at an asylum, and a family enigmatically murdered in their own home, you can decide if you believe it or if it's all a hoax. This leads us to our first story, the story of a haunted prison in Moundsville, Pennsylvania. Moundsville Penitentiary was established in 1833 and remained open for the next 190 years. Over 1,000 inmates are said to have died due to incarceration within the walls of this prison. According to the Department of Justice, Moundsville Penitentiary is the most violently haunted prison in America. The first hauntings were reported in the 1930s, with guards claiming they saw men in the shadows and a lone inmate wandering the halls. The penitentiary's website tells us that Charles Manson, the occult leader that was behind a string of murders, hand-wrote a letter requesting to be transferred to this facility. Although his request was denied, the letter is displayed in the prison for tourists, but no one knows why he wanted to go there. Legend states that when construction first began building the prison, they built it on ancient Native American burial grounds, which unleashed a spirit that caused angry ghosts to be released into the prison, not only driving the inmates mad, but also spooking the guards. These spirits agitate the now resting spirits of those given the death penalty and prevent the souls from moving on to an afterlife, leaving them to haunt the walls of the penitentiary to this very day. Many people say this is nothing to the hauntings compared to the hauntings in the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, however. In 1864, the first patients walked into the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. The asylum itself is said to stretch across 666 acres in West Virginia until its forcible closure in 1944. This hospital was known for its overcrowded facility, poor living conditions, which gave the patients limited access to heat and light. Hundreds of patients died in this building and are said to wander the rooms and spook the visitors. Tourists commonly experience screams, phantom footsteps, door slams, lights flickering, and inexplicable shadows cast on the walls of the hospital's many rooms. This asylum for the mentally ill has appeared on popular TV shows such as Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and The Forgotten Planet. It is now a popular tourist destination after being consistently ranked in the top most haunted places in America. This leads us to the final destination of today's speech, the Villisca Axe Murder House. This chilling residence is home to an unsolved mystery, the puzzling murders of a family and their guests. The murder or murderers was never found. The story goes that one night in Villisca, Iowa in 1912, the Moore family, a well-liked and respected family in the community, and two overnight guests were found dead, 2 adults and 6 children. All had been brutally bludgeoned to death with an axe, but neither the motive nor the murderer was ever uncovered. This turmoil terrified the townspeople, but no other murders were ever committed. Seeing as it was never solved, the town is still divided based on who people believe mercilessly killed the Moore family. Many Villisca residents believe that the word Villisca is actually derived from the Native American word Waliska, meaning evil spirit. This is why the murderer was driven to kill 8 people and presumably innocent people. This is also why the spirits remain to haunt the house. The Moore family is said to have stayed around to terrorize the visitors that come to see the horror for themselves. Multiple tours have been canceled due to children's voices, falling lamps, moving ladders, and flying objects. Many people believe that the children are playing jokes on tourists by screaming, slamming doors, and upsetting the electricity, along with mysterious apparitions of toys. The current owner of the house says that he was standing in the room where the parents were murdered when the door creaked open and a red rubber ball rolled in and stopped at his feet. The Villisca Axe Murder House has been visited by paranormal investigators that provided audio, video, and photographic proof of paranormal activity, along with psychics who confirmed the presence of spirits by sensing them and even through communicating with them. In conclusion, these stories bring excitement and fear to those who seek them. But do you believe in haunted houses? The Moundsville Penitentiary, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, and the Villisca Axe Murder House give a peek into the side of America's history that is not commonly talked about, and they provide tourists with thrilling and unforgettable experiences. Be careful thinking about these tales as you go to sleep tonight. Thank you.